you ready? Question number 1. When you expect to leave your workstation for more than, you must secure your laptop. 30 minutes, 15 minutes, 45, 60. Is 15 minutes. However, if you're going to leave your workstation and you expect to be gone for more than 60 minutes, we're asking you to secure your laptop in your secured workstation, which means in your lockable file. More than 60 minutes. But generally use the Control-Alt-Delete or the Windows L symbol to log off. The newest version of the Notice of Privacy Practice is dated It is 2014, which is true. We missed 1 year due to some recent coming downs from the federal government, but the real edition or the final edition for this year will be effective and hopefully approved by September the 30th of 2019. But the Notice of Privacy Practice is supposed to be reviewed and updated every 3 years. When we did a couple of walkthroughs, we realized that some clinic areas had the notices from previous years, but make sure that right now at this moment you're using 2014, and I will make an announcement through sending it through public health email when the newest version is available and posted on the share drive.
Next question. When should a member of the workforce be blocked from access to the network? Okay. 6%, that is correct. How should a member of the workforce secure their laptop?
HIPAA training is conducted blank for the workforce, meaning how often? Actually, the correct answer is twice a month. Annually is second. Annually we have a HIPAA training. However, the workforce, when they come in on onboarding, everyone has HIPAA training. It is scheduled at 2 o'clock on that Wednesday, on their first hire. There is also 3 other situations or times in which we provide the HIPAA training. They vary, but what I really do want everyone in here to know is that we offer the HIPAA training. It is scheduled 6 months in advance. Rochelle will complete 1 month, I will complete 1 month. If you have interns or contractors coming in, we ask that they complete the face-to-face training, which is every other or twice a month HIPAA training. Okay? A copy of the notice of privacy practice must be provided to all clients when there is a change in the notice and on their first visit in the clinic after that time. It's not a trick question. It is an update to the legislation. Originally, that is and was the expectation. But as of 2 years, what we are required to do is to make sure that any material changes that we make to the notice of privacy practice is posted within our agency. Also visible on our website. But what is also critical is, if a client requests a hard copy of the current notice of privacy practice, it must be provided to them without delay. So you will still have a current notice, but it's not expected that we need to email it out or mail it out anymore. Just make it visible.
When access door to your security area is broken, you should report that to them. Okay. The correct answer is contact Tara Blackley, not submit help desk Cynthia. Which is not correct. Requesting and removing access to the county and public health networks is responsibility of. So, if you want to remove someone's access to the county network, what should you do? What should you notify?
Well, for the 39 of you who answer contractors, contractors are not responsible for removing or granting access to our network. That would be the responsibility of either your supervisor, program manager, or division director. And what is also extremely important is when those people are no longer here, that access is removed. When we had our last HIPAA assessment, we found a lot of individuals, retired, interns, and contractors with access to the network. Please remove them quickly, preferably in 24 hours, hopefully within 48.
It says what is not correct.
It says what is not correct. Which is not correct, and that would be contractual. 2 more questions. Research conducted in the health department will first require and then may need wonderful research application. The first step is for that application to go to Ms. Hattie Wood. She can give you all the details about that. However, my role is to review it to make sure that it is HIPAA compliant. And one of the first things that I'm going to look for is to make sure that it does have approval from an IRB board. Once that is done, and based upon what is written in the proposal, we may have to determine what additional agreements may be needed. If you intend to work with a research project, please pull up the application, review it, make sure that you understand the timelines, and understand that reading those proposals do take time. Last question. When emailing or texting PHI to a client, you must first are correct, for the 45 of you. The first thing is to verify, either looking in Patagonia, whatever, that you have permission to communicate with a client that way. The second is to make sure that we verify that we do have the current correct email or text message number when we are communicating with our clients. Another thing that we were dinged on a couple of times was actually sending information to the wrong place or source. So I thank you for your time with your quick HIPAA update. Again, if you don't agree with anything here, I don't know if I have time for questions, Ms. Veronica, I really don't. If you have any questions, please feel free to join the HIPAA team. We will debate all day if you would like. Thank you so much.